With one of the world's oldest bodies of literature and over 2,000 gods, Egypt has cemented its place in history for its rich culture, impact on the world around us, and its ultimate demise at the hands of the Roman Empire. Let's dive into the ancient world and its history. Egypt has a long history spanning over 3,000 years, with historians today dividing the ancient kingdom into three eras: the Old, Middle, and New, each marked by distinct events in the kingdom's history. Historians today attribute the success of the Egyptian civilization to its prime geographical location next to the Nile River, which spans 4,000 miles, and without the gift of the Nile, as historians describe it, life in Egypt would be nearly impossible. As the yearly Nile floods came down from the Ethiopian highlands, nutrient-rich soil was deposited along the riverbanks, allowing for a prosperous agriculture. Lifeless deserts spanning across the region acted as natural barriers and clear political boundaries as leaders centralized the region. Due to the kingdom's wealth and central location, it became a target for kingdoms abroad, as the Persians, Macedonians, and finally the Romans all tried to lay claim on the powerful kingdom of Egypt. Now, the pharaohs, who were considered all-powerful rulers in ancient Egypt and believed their authority came straight from the gods, only became commonly known by the Greek term pharaoh, meaning great house in modern times. They oversaw a vast bureaucracy, including scribes skilled in hieroglyphics. In ancient Egypt, religion was a pivotal part of everyday life, intertwined with almost everything they did. Their pantheon consisted of roughly 2,000 gods, each with their own roles and stories. Take Osiris, for instance, who they believe controlled the Nile's flooding, or Amun-Ra, who was the chief god. But their temples were more than just places for worship. They were the beating heart of the cities. Besides being religious sanctuaries, they were also political headquarters and economic hubs central to the civic life and order of the day. We mentioned earlier how Egypt's history and civilization have influenced the modern world. A lot of that can be attributed to Egypt's hieroglyphics, which were one of the earliest forms of the written language. For centuries, people would try to decode what these hieroglyphics meant, but it wasn't until the early 1800s that we discovered the Rosetta Stone, allowing linguists to decode these mysterious messages. This unlocked access to one of the world's oldest bodies of literature. Egypt also pioneered the use of papyrus reed, a water plant used to create things to write on or even make rope. However, the once common plant is now nearly extinct in the entire region. Egyptians were also lovers of knowledge, with the kingdom's scholars mastering basic mathematics, leading them to develop the world's first solar calendar as well as the unique division of the day into 24 hours. For a long time, the extensive and storied past of ancient Egypt, spanning over 3,000 years, was largely overlooked. It wasn't until the 1700s that Napoleon's armies during their conquest brought back treasures from Egypt, sparking a global fascination with this ancient civilization that still persists. The iconic Sphinx and pyramids, mysterious hieroglyphs, and elaborate tombs complete with well-preserved mummies have since mesmerized countless history enthusiasts and travelers to this day.